Hello, Twin Cities. How are you doing there tonight? It's cold out.
Off. I know. It went and became winter, and I'm too old for that.
I can't wait. I'm gonna just like roll around in the snow. I'm gonna do some snow angels. I know I'm not that innocent, but you know what? I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna tromp around. I want to see the tracks. I want to play in the snow. I want to see the glistening. I want to go sledding. I want to go snow tubing. I want to do it all.
I got to admit, at least we are still in the stage where it looks pretty.
Oh, it's gorgeous out. I mean, and the greatest thing is just seeing that snowfall. It's like that big ice globe. And I know I'm being totally girlish right now, but it is the holiday season, and I just want to welcome you here and say happy holidays. Welcome back to TC Music. Locally here in the Twin Cities, there's so much going on. So if you don't want to be outside, come on in, warm up with us, and we are live in the studio tonight.
Welcome to the Minneapolis Telecommunications Network, and you can find us on tcmusic.org.
Well, there is a lot going on. So after you watch this whole entire show, tonight, obviously, at First Avenue is the talk of the town.
Well, you got to run down real fast. They're already at it, boys and girls, for the 32nd year. It's Curtis A. and lots of friends
We've been there.
Their tribute
many
to
times.
John Lennon. I stopped by earlier today, and they were at it already. It's also the release of the new tribute album from the Minnesota Beatles Project.
Volume 3.
Featuring a whole lot of Beatles music reinterpreted by a whole lot of local musicians. And a number of them will also be performing tonight. That's number one.
I just think that's amazing all by itself. I mean, that has been the talk all week, and it's been on the KARE 11 show. By the way, Devin Worley Band was on the KARE 11 show this last week. And it was...
We have friends going places.
We do. Every band that has been in here has just been absolutely blessed within this Twin Cities of being on other TV stations and going on and traveling and touring and everything else. Sick as Sarah, I just caught up with them a little bit too, and they are doing fantastic. So it definitely is get into the studio. There is something magical about it. And it's not just the love and the passion for music. It's the people here. And I think that the energy in here is so contagious that if you are a person who just is musically inclined, you want to know more about behind the scenes camera work or music itself or bands or the sound, you need to get in here. It's something you should put on your list for the new year.
There's something about a critical mass. Definitely, when things get going, everybody gets going.
What
but
else
I
do you
think
have
there's
to-
something about here because the people here don't just play around when they play music. They actually put themselves to work. And we are the beneficiaries here and all through the Twin Cities area.
Personally, I don't think it's work when you're having fun, but...
Oh, you'd be amazed some days.
All right, what else do you have?
Oh, my. It is the holiday season, and there's all sorts of things.
Here he goes.
Some of it is music. Some of it is otherwise. Oh, my. Of course, every year at Lee's Liquors. And this year it is on Saturday the 10th. It is the Trailer Trash Trashy Little Christmas Show.
No
And
comment.
on the 15th, look down there. It isn't exactly Christmas, but I wouldn't be surprised if this guy has a Christmas piece or two. Wayne the Train Hancock. And if you haven't heard that name, go to work on finding out about it. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Other little shenanigans. The Trial of Ebenezer Scrooge, a follow up to the Christmas Carol at Open Window Theater in downtown Minneapolis. Look it up if you think it might be as interesting as the name sounds. It is. Oh, and I'm not even going to go into details about the Bryant Lake Bowl because for the next week or two, there are shenanigans galore going on there, and it's all about the holidays. You can all go skating in downtown St. Paul in front of the Landmark Center right next to Rice Park. There is a public skating rink that they run down there. That's always fun. Grant Hart is coming to 7th Street Entry on the 22nd of this month. Oh, there were a couple of other,
Sum it up, baby,
yes.
sum it up.
There's this very interesting outfit called Polisa, and they will be playing tomorrow, the 9th, at the Turf Club in St. Paul. And that's enough for now.
Okay, and I'm just going to put in the 2 cents New Year's Eve. If you're into country, Toby Keith's is the place to be. Hitchville will be playing. If you want to go play downtown, you want some DJ music, you need to be at Epic. It's just the place to be. And if you're looking for some fun, some live music, a lot of kind of a diverse kind of crowd, Bootleggers is always a great place to go. So with that said, we want to make sure that we are all tuned in and ready.
Boys and girls, Dick Clark always used to have a rockin' Christmas and a rockin' New Year's Eve, and he's got nothing on us tonight. We have some folks that have been at this for some time, and they will make your eardrums bleed, and then they will bow your legs with a little country-flavored everything from one end to the other. You should see the set list that I hold in my hands, and we have definitely got some things we need to talk to them about in a little bit. But on TC Music, it is all about the music. So right now, let's get to some of the music of...
It's right here. Because remember I told you Mercy Kills, one of the local names that they have? It's that's why I gave that to you.
I can't remember because they have so many names. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are going to call them Apocalypse Theater.
A mixture of different things. We want to make sure the sound is working and give it a little check as we're sitting here. And give me the thumbs up when you are ready to get this party started. If not, I'm going to look real pretty and pretend that you actually know exactly what I'm saying. All right, and we are working, and you know what I love about this is it just doesn't stop. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this music started. Let's get you tuned in, live streaming, and I can't wait to have these guys play. Thanks for coming in.
Check. Check. Hello. Am I here?
Nope. We got nothing.
Check again. Something. I'm Mercury Mad. Welcome to Apox.
Where are you playing next?
We are playing later this evening at Club Underground. Be there. Or be a triangle.
What's your Facebook page?
You can find us at Apocalypse Theater's website, which is apocalypsetheater.com. Or you can find us also at mercurymad.com, where we will be uploading fun time videos and all sorts of wonderful recipes and fun things you can do with makeup and, you know, maybe hanging out by a tailgate with your family members, having a wonderful time listening to rock and roll, throwing your fists up, rocking out. Chartreuse is my favorite color. Mauve. But I don't like white pants.
So tell me more. How long you guys been together?
Years.
So when you say years, 10 plus?
Probably over 10 plus, ever since the early 90s.
And where did you guys all meet? I mean, when you have all the different groups that are pulling together, because you guys have different names. You're like incognito MIA all the time here. You come in, you come out, you go, well, you go into the state, you go out of the state, you're playing everywhere. That's what I love about you guys. You're like chameleons. Tell me more.
Well, our leader, Victor Mercy, actually has gathered members of APOX from all over the United States. And APOX has been around for a very, very, very long time with members everywhere: California, Florida, New York, Chicago, Minneapolis, Austin, Texas. You name it, there's a member in your town. And honestly, it gathers more and more members as it becomes more and more powerful. Knowing that this is a DIY force that that's been gathered together basically to work on various and sundry projects, be those videos or albums. You're going to hear people from all over the country doing these things.
I'm
we
expecting a
got this
political
music started and
manifesto
ready,
any
right,
moment.
Swizz?
Well, I hear monitors.
You.
Yeah!
You.
Oh, here we
Do
go.
you know that bad girls go to hell?
She walks, she runs, she tears down the walls. She wants to take her life wanna eat you. Says it all. That's what it's all about. In the slaughterhouse. Here you come.
ready. Benny.
Wow. Welcome to the intergenerational rock extravaganza. We're not in that kind of trouble yet. So, let's start off with you. You seem to know something.
Hi, I'm V, Mercy. And these are all my friends, my family. And that's what we are. APOX is basically a bunch of friends. We've been together a long time. Some of us just met, but basically, if they meet us, they pretty much are going to be a part of this for a while, unless they decide not to, which is fine. But they'll remember us. We'll be a part of their life.
So, how did you begin?
Hey, we lost our monitors. We started in Washington, D.C. The mother of this child here, Pilot the Kid, and she's over there afraid of the camera right now. Together, we started this thing in Washington, D.C. And so we were probably the only political goth dark rock band, played with Fugazi and that kind of thing back then. And then we got tired of D.C. You know, we just wanted to do something where we were a little more accepted, and we moved to San Francisco. And we traveled for like 7 years nonstop, living in vans and assorted weird vehicles. And we got stuck here, but we ended up liking it and thought of it as home. And that's where we've been for like almost a decade. So we keep going out, though.
My dad was a traveling man, and we wound up here too. I guess I wound up lucky, and I'm glad you guys like it too. So, what has been going on more recent? Well, all right, let's explore the various faces of APOX.
Bring somebody else over here.
Well, let's talk about individual faces here tonight. Why don't we?
Sure. Well, right over there, we have Mercury Mad, and I met him. He booked Apocalypse Theater in Kansas City, and we hit it off, and that's what it's been ever since. That's like 6 years ago. He has his own thing, and he'll be doing songs with APOX, which is what we do. We basically mutate everybody's originals into our own thing, and then everybody goes off and does their own thing. This is Pilot the Kid. He has his own website, pilotthekid.com, and he sings some songs with us too, which you can find on his website. We got Raymond Breed. He plays with Blackfoot Diesel here locally, and some people probably know that name. That's pretty cool. And we got Ken Pillar back here. He's a drummer in every band in Chicago, basically. So I'm not going to list them.
That's an easy task.
We got Stacy Bunny over here, and she's a performance artist, singer, and dancer. And one of the other original members of APOX, Mad Cat, and she's one of the navigators of our madness. And who am I forgetting? Because right now we're not all here. There's a couple of people, Tempest, Crane, and Jen Dean Forberg from Mercy Kill, which is what we call ourselves when we're local. And we play around town a lot, and that's another story. Mike.
You mentioned in your original DC history about being political. I almost heard the shadow of a kind of a political overtone when we were speaking before we got things worked out. On the other hand, it sounds like some of your basic attitude towards life are almost apolitical.
It depends. I mean, a simple story is we try to keep some of it out of the music, but in certain songs it's obvious. A lot of songs are just fun or, whatever caught our curiosity when we were writing the song. But then it's the traveling that's really what it's all about. Like, for a while we've been stagnant, writing a lot, but I was doing some hanging out at the People's Square, and I almost ran away with them, and I remembered that my real mission is to do this. But it re-inspired me, so I'm ready to do it again and maybe change the focus a little. So as I gather a new crew together, I'm going to probably hit a lot of those spots around the country, and just hopefully I can just cheer people up. We got an acoustic set, basically.
Well, sometimes that road's a little better.
Yeah. Well, there's no power because they won't give you any, so we're gonna have to figure it out. We have a lot of barrels that we bang on, an industrial kind of thing, but without unplugged.
And it's wonderful that people can do something that's unplugged, but will still jar a few people's back teeth.
Yeah, basically. That's what I think. Just our presence probably is a little weird. I think a lot of people in the beginning didn't understand why we chose a genre, and we've totally stretched from there. I mean, we don't do gothic exclusively anymore. I mean, we're everything. We've done some hip hop, we've done some metal, we've done some. We've got some country stuff basically, which we're not going to do tonight. We might do one. It's more of a classic rock kind of thing, but so I mean, we go all over the place. There's too much to just narrow yourself down to one uniform. So.
I was in a band once, and we used to refer to ourselves as Deadly Serious Fun. And I think there is something to somebody that actually thinks about things, but is not going to let the seriousness of the world overtake their lives.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's basically it. We have to think about all the things that are going on, have a point of view, and we can't always stay in the middle. But at the same time, you don't want to get overwhelmed by it and not remember the little things, have a good time with your friends and maybe leave some of the contentious issues out for once in a while, But they got to come back, you got to get back to the root of it all because we're not going to be happy if we don't find some common ground. At least that's what I think. I don't know. I'm just one person.
Well, having fun doesn't necessarily mean you stand for nothing.
This is true. And tonight when we go to Club Underground for the Dangerous Angel Saloon, we're going to have fun. No worries in the world. We're going to hang out with our friends about an hour from now, and we are going to have some drinks, and we are going to basically party. And, well, not me because I'm a driver, but I'm going to have fun watching everyone else party. And I'm going to drink this generic drink here that I refuse to promote because I'm sure it's evil.
I'm sure they are large enough corporation to make trouble for the world. All right, yeah. We don't put these through because that just makes trouble. Listen, you mentioned tonight you're going to be at Club Underground. What's next after that? Where can people see you? Where can people hear Apox? Where can people hear Mercy?
We're doing a thing on Big V's, which is a little dive in St. Paul. Everybody knows what it is. It's a 3-day thing, the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st. And
Happy New Year.
Yeah, it's a Happy New Year. We call it 2012, and it's 3 days. The first one is more of an acoustic, electronic kind of thing. The second day is like really heavy, and the fourth day is the third day is just like crazy. And Apox is there, and Mercy Kill will be a part of it, as will just about every local band in our little familial circle. We have our friends bands, and they'll all be there as well as some others. And then after that, we're off to Austin to play a show with I don't remember who we're playing with, but Lori Barbero, who's from Babes in Toyland, will be there hosting the show.
This would, by the way, be Austin, Texas, if you're making travel plans.
Yes, don't go there unless you want to. Fine, follow us. And in between, we're going to Kansas City, which is his Mercury Mad's hometown, and doing something fabulous there.
You guys have built up a following for Apox there?
We've had one there on and off. It seems to change with the seasons, but he's got his thing forever. So we'll just tag along with him.
Well, thank you for coming up here, at least for now. Oh my. Websites, recordings, what?
We were on a label in LA for a while. They were really nice people, and then we got enticed to a different label, which were really good for us. And I never hear from them. But record labels are out, man. So we've got a deal where we do our own thing, but if we do something and release it, we work through Invisible out of Chicago, which is a good label.
How's Martin?
Yes, Martin Atkins. Yes. Martin Atkins is good. He's doing the teaching circuit. He's doing a lot of cool stuff for kids.
Last time I heard him come through town, he was over at McNally Smith. I got word back.
Yeah, I was there. And he was actually here after that. I don't remember where that was. A different school.
Next time you talk to him, you tell him I said hello. It's been way too long.
Send him an email. He'll have it. He'll get a kick out of it.
You guys have has that kid put the band on his website? Or
yes, he has his own songs that are a little more children friendly. But on this next song that we're going to do, he's going to come up and yell a couple of lines with us because it's one of his favorites.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Apocalypse Theater, Mercy Kill. Find them near you. Coming up right now, more from Apocalypse Theater. We will be back very early next year. See us soon. Find us at tcmusic.org, and it's all about the music. Gentlemen, ladies, otherwise, if you please.
Already, many of the mutants, disguised as human beings, are walking the streets of Earth cities.
When I was just a word.
Suspicious life form detected.
Insert applause.
28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds. That is when the world will end. So can I.
So we're going to switch around, play some different music.
Now for something completely
No, we've spent a lot of time talking, and I want him to play his stuff. And if we have time, we'll do the country song. Okay. We'll close with that. People watching, remember to support public access. They got some of their funding cut, a lot of it. So go to their website, mtn.org, and support it. It's way better than everything else. So it's the only thing that's real, really. Although I do like Current and a few others, but you know what I'm saying. This is Apox Mercury Mad.
This next song is a little song about cheating. Just so you know out there at home, cheating is not a good thing, albeit might be fun.
Well, when we're in the club, you come hanging on your tongue beside a cigarette. God carry me around with your drink as you point at me and all your friends. How you doing? And I don't mind that you always want to smoke someone else. But you got my back behind your back and you'll keep at it all to yourself. what you do. You smoke on my T-boy and you change it on the channels on my TV too. And I ain't saying nothing about you, but I'm whenever I'm not around. Well, my friends keep telling me that you could going down on everyone in town. And that's boys and girls. Chain smoker, baby. We are burning me out. That's my filter. Chain smoker, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I think it's time I'm gonna quit ya. And now I'm solo living over song. You chain smoker, baby. We young, but I mean all the way to one filter. You chain smoker, baby, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm go. It's time. One, two. Chain smoker, baby, chain smoking it, bye. Young butter me out, way too much. Butter me to my filter, baby. Chain smoker, baby, yeah, yeah. Well, I think it's time I'm gonna quit you. Take heart. Don't let anyone tell you what you need to wear or to follow the latest fashion trend or the earliest one or the next one. I like my boys with some shaggy hair. I like my boys with light things. I think they yum and give me one sauce on it, 'cause I'm gonna ride my way to fame. Why is the buzzing every night? My mouth is just from my grass inside. Well, I'm the queen of the breeze, they all one at a time. When the band comes through, I'm gonna blow your mind. 'Cause I'm the white girl wannabe that should be the queen of the same. 'Cause I'm a white girl wannabe that should be the queen of the same. Oh yeah, yeah. I dress in fashion, baby, I won't lie. I read my magazines. I'm put together like a Warhol, honey. I'm a ray brick to the thing. You got the best in your mouth now, boy. I'm 7 shots, 20, and I needed to let go. Take you to bed, I'm gonna mess with your head. But I'm gonna touch all the bed to my friend. 'Cause I'm a white girl wannabe that should be the queen of the same. 'Cause I'm a white girl wannabe that should be the queen of the same. Wow, yeah. And I'll show you a real good time. Well, I'm just a cute little girl inside. I've had a crush on you, but I'm so shy. Do what you want to. We're gonna do the
We're going to end on a thoughtful, not so fun number. A really sad pirate song. I might run the clock out. So this is TC Music. You can get at them. And we're on MTN. You can find us at apox.tv or apocalypsetheater.com. R-E, not E-R. Right, the French spelling. Thank you. And this is our Rogue Anthem. It's criminal, maybe it's not the right thing to do or think. But deep inside, we're all animals, and it's no secret, we're all linked. Every subversive element the human mind creates, the violence and the subliminal, the family of life and the hate that lives inside your mind. Rebel with or without a cause, every road and mystery us, every troublemaking trash talking, every broken heart is just us here tonight. This goes out to all of you sleeping in the cold, making your stand for us. There's a flag flying bright right outside City Hall, and there's a city dying, screaming by the sea. I've got a gun and some ammo, but it doesn't spell relief, 'cause the odds are against us all, and we're pinned up against the wall. Every rebel with or without a cause, every rogue and miscreant, every troublemaking, trash talking, every broken heart is just us here tonight. We are the 99%. But we're more than that, because even the 1%, just like you and me. Think about it. With the real God, please stand up. We're all blinded by religion and science, and all we really need at the end of the world is a real song drinking defiance. Maybe it's a form of hysteria or some kind of trouble in our brain. There's so much that we all don't know, but some songs will always and forever remain the same. Every rebel with or without a cause, every rogue and miscreant, every trouble-taking, trash talking, every broken heart, it's just us here tonight. Every rebel with or without a cause, every rogue tragedy of the world. We are Apox. Look for the caravan. I don't know what time it is. I think we're pretty close.